Hi, my name is Betsy Kennison. I'm a lifelong Windsor resident, and at this time of year, when it's time to vote on Windsor's budget referendum, I'm mindful of the quality of the community that I was privileged to grow up in, Windsor, Connecticut. I'd like to assure that the youth of today have the same opportunity to grow up in the town that I loved and enjoyed, that I worked in and continue to this day. And that requires our support, and it requires action on your part. On Tuesday, we will have our second budget referendum, an opportunity to pass the town budget that will provide services to Windsor's community over the coming fiscal year. I'll be voting yes on this budget referendum. I feel that the increase is a modest one, it's a well-considered one, and it had the universal support, that is a unanimous vote, of the Windsor Town Council. As an aging person in the town of Windsor, someday we'll be looking to sell our house, and it's likely that a young family will be the buyer. We need to assure that our schools have the proper resources to attract such young buyers. We need to assure that Windsor as a community comes together and supports this town budget. I hope that you'll vote in this Tuesday's budget referendum. Polls will be open from 6 in the morning until 8. Please vote yes on this Windsor budget. I plan to, and I hope you will also.
My name is Christina Santos, and I'm president of the Windsor Board of Education, and I'm coming to you today not only as the president of the Board of Education, a longtime member, but also a parent of 3 graduates from the Windsor Public Schools. Today I'd like to just enlighten you on the process that we've taken this year as a board around the budget. The first change that we made in November, before the budget even started for the board, was that we made it a committee of the whole. That means that all 9 members of the Windsor Board of Education sat on the Finance Committee. The chair of the Finance Committee was Vice President Leonard Lockhart. We started in November until the end result in February, where we took a board vote. The meetings, all meetings, were open to all 9 members, and most of all 9 members participated through a series of meetings and assumptions. We also covered the entire budget book, line by line, item by item, school by school, and every category was reviewed. There were multiple questions that were asked, over 40, 50 questions, and they were all answered by the administration. All of this information was made public. All questions that were asked and answered are also on the website. The public had an opportunity to attend public forums as well as submit questions. It was a very thorough process for the Windsor Board of Education this year, and we left no stone unturned and no line unchecked. In closing, I would ask that as Windsor residents and community members that you support our budget on Tuesday, June 7th, and provide for our children, our community, the best that we can offer as Windsor citizens.
Hi, my name is Jill Jenkins, and I am a proud councilwoman of this town, Windsor. And I want to encourage you to come out and vote on June 7th. You know, Windsor's a wonderful place to live, and we have services to offer every single person that lives in our town. Another great thing about our town is that it requires you to come out and pass our budget. Voting yes for the budget means that we will not have to cut services that include maintenance, caring for our town, library. It also means that we will not have to cut from our schools that are working so hard to improve scores for children and give them every possible opportunity. So I encourage you on June 7th to come out and vote yes for the budget.
My name is Christina Santos, and I'm president of the Windsor Board of Education, and I'm coming to you today not only as the president of the Board of Education, a longtime member, but also a parent of 3 graduates from the Windsor Public Schools. The Windsor Board of Education's budget this year has an overall increase of 2.19%. The reason for this increase is that we need to meet the needs of our students every day while they're with us. However, although this is a new budget, it is the same budget that we advocated for last year to meet the needs of our students. The positions that we have in this year's budget are the same ones that we identified last year through data as needing to support our children. primarily in the area of our 3-5 buildings, in the area of math and as well as science. We also have identified that we really do need to start early, and we've added some additional funding, very low cost funding, for a pre-K program to start them early. Using data, this is how we make our decisions, and we need to be able to meet the needs of our students. We've seen great success in the model we brought forward last year in reading, and our results this year truly do speak that we have identified the right model. Our hope is to have those great successes we've seen in English language arts now move over into the areas of math as well as science. Our schools meet the needs not only in English language arts and math, but we are excelling in the area of STEM. We have STEM opportunities at every level. 3-5 buildings, our 6-8 middle school, and exceptional STEM programs in our high school. We're meeting the needs of our 21st century learners. It's our hope that every student leaves with a postgraduate plan, and I can proudly say that our graduation rate is at an all-time high of 92.5%, with 100% of our class of 2015 graduates having a post-secondary plan. In my opinion, as an educator, that is the goal of any public school system. In closing, I would ask that as Windsor residents and community members that you support our budget on Tuesday, June 7th, and provide for our children, our community, the best that we can offer as Windsor citizens.
Hi, I'm Lisa Bress, a parent of a Windsor High graduate, a retired teacher, and a longtime resident. I would like to share with you why I'm supporting this budget. I was very pleased to see the collaborative process that took place between the Windsor Board of Education and the Town Council in creating a budget that I feel is responsible and addresses the needs of all of our citizens. I was especially pleased to see that a seasonal educator was added to Northwest Park. There are community improvements involved, and there's a math interventionist positions at the elementary level. I feel these positions are something that will add to the quality of life of our town and address the needs of all of our citizens. I hope that you will come out next Tuesday and vote yes to support Windsor's budget.